So people have been stealing your work?
Well, yeah, like things that I'm working on, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's artwork, and do they come into your flat and take your artwork away, or?
Well, I kind of, I have these ideas for things I want to film and things I want to draw and paint, and then I'll discover that someone else has got there before me, and they've done what I wanted to do. Right. There must be kind of spying on me, something, I don't know.
Spying on you? Right. How do you think they're spying on you? Are they tapping into you in some way, or?
Well, I don't understand it completely, but there's something going on. I think there's a lot of people involved, and there's kind of, I don't know how they're doing it really.
Right. It'd be really helpful to try and understand a bit more about that. So, can I ask you some more questions about that?
What are these questions for?
Right. I think sometimes we've seen people who are having similar problems, and we've found we can help. And if we could get to the bottom of what's going on and clarify that, it's really helpful, and we can get to we might be able to help.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes people in these circumstances feel that thoughts are being taken out of their heads.
Right.
And I wondered if anything like that was happening for you.
Yeah, kind of feels like that, yeah.
Right. Can you give me an example when that's happened?
Well, like I was saying, I was working on an idea for this painting I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I woke up in the morning and I could think, I had a real clear idea of what I wanted to do, and then when I came to do it, I just couldn't quite remember what I'd thought of in the morning. Right. And I don't know, it was just like it'd gone.
So was it as if it had been stolen, that somebody had stolen that thought?
Yeah, well, it's not, it's like, it's not the first time it's happened, so
right.
It's sort of, there's got to be something going on.
Okay. Sometimes people also feel that when they think of something, those thoughts are as if it's like a radio, it's been broadcast to lots of other people. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
Have you ever thought of something and you've heard that thought spoken out aloud, but without you saying anything?
No.
Nothing like that?
No, I don't think that's how they're doing it. No.
Sometimes people experience hearing voices when there's nobody else around. Has anything like that happened to you?
Yeah, well, kind of, yeah.
When was the last time that happened?
Well, it's going on all the time, really.
What, is it going on now?
Not right now, but before you came in, it was going on, yeah.
Right. Can you tell me more about that?
Just people just slagging me off, basically, putting me down.
It felt to me, when the bell went, that I'd had about 5 minutes of time to carry out the interview. And so my measurement of time had been completely muddled. And I think that's the key message I would get from reviewing this interview, is just practicing that time, getting a feel of how long that time is, and pacing yourself through the interview. I think that's what I would like to say about it.
Yes, I felt that your manner with the patient was a very good, empathic one. I liked your introduction. Good use of open questions, turning to more closed questions. I perhaps would have liked you to explain slightly more clearly to the patient why you were probing with these questions. And it came up later in the interview when you got to more searching questions. He was perhaps a little bit paranoid and wondered why you were asking those questions.
The only one criticism I would like to comment on is when you go from an open-ended questions, it's difficult when to bring the closed question. In this scenario, maybe asking something like, have you ever had any unusual experiences, like your thoughts are being interfered with, would have added and would have led into more of the closed questions?
Well, I really enjoyed watching the first part of the scenario, and I thought it was a very good example of advanced communication skills. And I think that candidates should be aspiring towards that standard of interaction with the patient. You covered all the ground, but in a very caring way, where the patient, it felt as if they were able to trust you, and there was obvious empathy without having to use sort of false empathic statements. It came across as being very genuine, and I certainly could suspend my disbelief and believe that it was a real patient, and that there was a real consultation going on, and that the patient would come back and see you again.
Well, I think for a prospective candidate, this illustrates, the first scenario illustrates the need to balance the good communication skills, the empathic skills, with covering the necessary ground to elicit the psychopathology. Using open question following by closed questions, being empathic with the patient, but still eliciting the first rank symptoms, covering them all, and when they are evident, to drill down and delve deeply into the nature, for example, of a delusion, about what evidence they have for that delusion, why do they believe it.